For our first identification appliance, we have Siemens UMCS, and this device sounds like a candle. For our smoke detector, we have System Sensor 4WB. For our second notification appliance, we have a very special device. We have a simplex strobe plate. The model of the strobe plate is simplex 493-9101, and mounted on top of it is a Siemens UMHU-MCS-R. In this device, we're doing code 3. I did want to give a huge shout out to the buildings and garage coordinator at my school. I would like to thank her for saving this device from it being thrown out. It's very special to be getting a device from my school that almost was thrown out. And to see it be put to good use is very good. So a big thank you to that person who did get me this device. I cannot specify the school or who did give me this for privacy reasons, but I can give them a big thank you. And if you are watching this video, big thank you for this device. I also did want to show real quick, I also have a very similar device. As you can see, almost the same device. However, it has the original horn that would have been mounted on it. What I'm guessing what happened is this simplex strobe plate used to have this simplex horn mounted on it. But what may have happened at one point is they may have come in and done an upgrade. And when they did do the upgrade, they probably installed these newer Siemens horn strobes. And they just put the Siemens horn strobes on and just disabled the light plates or strobe plates. But I was able to get the strobe plate and the fire alarm working, the Siemens horn strobe working. So you will be able to hear that today. We still have the simplex 198 986 test switch. For our pull stations, we have 2 pull stations. On the left, we have the Siemens MSM-K, and on the right, we have a Faraday F1 GT Chevron. We will be testing the duct detector. In today's test, we have a System Sensor D4120 duct detector, and connected to it to test the duct detector is a System Sensor RGS2 key test switch. I just want to clarify something real quick. You may notice that there are a couple troubles on the main firearm control panel. The reasons being is, number one, there is no AC power connected. Although I do have a cord which does plug into the wall, I am not going to be using it for this test. I am using battery backup. The reason being is because the devices I'm using today do a lot better with DC power. My panel only puts out full wave rectified power. Now, these devices typically would be hooked up on a Siemens panel or a panel that uses DC or FWR combined, but my panel is only an FWR panel. It was made way after these devices were manufactured, so I am going to be using battery power. There is also a trouble on NAC2, which is the Siemens horn strobe with the strobe plate. The reason being is because I do not have a resistor there. And it's kind of my fault. I did put up the device and forgot to put a resistor. However, before doing this test, I did make sure that everything was working just fine, so there will be no issues with that during this test. But other than that, there are no problems with the panel, and we should be ready to go. Alright, to start off today's test, I'm going to pull the Siemens MSM-K. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Any alarm is silenced. For our next test today, I'm going to activate the smoke detector by just spraying some smokes. Here we go. Should be enough. It should go off any second now. There we go. alarm is silenced. I will now go ahead and reset the pull station. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to insert my key. I'm going to turn it. I'm going to lift the handle back up. I'm going to close it back into place and lock it back up. And now I'm going to go in the main farm control panel. And I'm going to hit system reset. For our next test today, I'm going to activate the duct detector. Now you may typically see a duct detector mounted on an air duct in a big space such as a gym, cafeteria, or in a space where there is an air duct. You will typically see one of these duct detectors mounted. Now, a lot of times you cannot just go up to the duct detector because it's very high up. So there will be something called a duct detector key switch, which is this right here. They all look different. This is a System Center RTS2 key test switch, which is a duct detector switch and controls this duct detector. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and insert my key and I'm going to turn to sensor 1. And here we go. And the alarm is silenced. I will now go ahead and reset the duct detector. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to click the button, remove the key, and now I'm going to go into the main farm control panel. And I'm going to hit system reset. For our final activation today, I'm going to pull the Faraday chevron. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. And the alarm is silenced. I will now go ahead and reset the pull station. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to insert my Allen key. I'm going to turn the little mechanism inside. Here's the inside of the station right there. I'm going to close it back into place and lock it back up. There we go. And now I'm going to go in the main farm control panel. And I'm going to hit system reset. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe, and have a great day. And I will see you in the next video.